This is the If More Let's Divide podcast.
Yo, guys, Charlie, what happened? Welcome to the If More Let's Divide podcast. And I'm in my seat. Fred, my guy, also chilling in his seat.
Bro.
How far? What's up?
Charlie.
Guys, and before Fred comes in, you have to subscribe. You have to tell a friend, to tell their grandmothers and their uncles about the podcast. And shouts to Atunwa,
Shout outs
the
to
guitar.
Atunwa.
Guys, and if you have a smartphone, if you are on the internet, if you are in tune with the times when it comes to entertainment, if you know your music, Charlie, you are going to enjoy this episode because, Charlie, we have a maestro in our midst. And one of the things that I told Fred you like about him, very, very nice guy.
It's obvious.
Very, very, very nice guy. But Charlie, where he has entered, where he has been, the people that he has worked with, is me, mom, dear, at the envy him. You know, because Charlie,
Is it envy or admire?
envy in quotes. Because Charlie, trust me, everybody would want to be in his shoes. But I'm not using envy here in the negative, term, because everybody would want to be him, would want to know half of the things that he knows. Grew up in Ghana, Western region, Wassa, and took it to the world,
Nice.
Guys.
Nice.
Help us welcome. No matter how good I try to do this intro, it's not going to sit well with my heart. Because, like I said earlier, maestro. Help us welcome Kwame Yeboah.
Booyaka. Nice one.
Shama Bakra is your son who said
Yeah.
Kwame.
Yes. Yes.
Charlie,
Yo,
finally we have you here.
Yeah, Mr. Yo Krum. And I'm I like Fred.
Yes, I am.
How long have you been in Ghana for, like on this trip?
On this trip.
Yeah, or are you now based here?
Well, I am kind of based. I've been based here for a while now, but then I think from 2023 or 22, I started kind of dividing being there, being here. It's not like I'm there for 6 months and I'm here for 6 months. No, more like some 3 months being some way being some 2 months being some way being some. Yeah, that's not like 1 week and I said one shoe.
Yeah.
But only this last 2 months, I've spent time doing a bit because I have a new artist. We'll talk about that a bit later on. See, that's kept me coming here and doing different things and different interviews and also working with him and spending time doing different things in the music sector, like not like how I was doing before. I mean, before but at least I'm back doing something else. Which brings me to the thing. And you want to do something, or you will react me?
Me, Charlie, that's loud, Charlie. I try to understand.
Me and this guy, we make music before.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, he was telling me.
Yeah. I've tried to learn everything or anything that I'm interested in. I try to,
And we work together with the Amaray thing as well. You were the manager, so-
Yeah. It's crazy. So how do you find a perfect balance between all the things that you are doing and you moving from point A to point B at any time?
There is never a perfect balance, but there's always a perfect balance at the same time. But I try to move around whichever needs the most, you shift it there, and whichever needs the most, you shift it there, and you try to just make it work.
Yeah.
Like, I've been here for 4 weeks, but the last week I had to go to London for 3 days.
Crazy.
And do something and then come back.
I travel a lot, but I hate to travel. And you doing it 2 days, 3 days, and you're back, and you have to go like Fred.
Is that what the work calls for?
Sometimes it calls for that, and sometimes you can't do anything around it. Sometimes you just have to do it. I mean, obviously, you have the choice. I have the choice to say no, I won't do it, and my bank account won't be great. But at the same time, not that I'm going because I need, but also
It's just a part of...
Most of the people I work with as well, I've kind of developed like a family relationship almost. It's like
Yeah.
it's like you and I,
Yeah,
same.
yeah,
like
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
there's a relationship, and it's stemmed from how long ago?
Yep. Like
More than 15 years.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Same. And then we'll meet, and then from there, in the next 15 years, I mean, I still hope to be looking the same way.
Yeah.
And then it'll be happening again.
Yeah.
I mean, I've worked with Craig David for like 23 or 24 years.
Crazy.
Yeah. I worked with Cass Stevens for like 20 years, something like that. Like everyone I've worked with, like for a long time. Kojo MC for 20-something years or 30 years. And do you get what I mean? Different ones.
Crazy.
So it becomes a bit difficult to say, no, I'm not coming, I'm just tired. When, you know, God made me the right package for touring, so, you know.
Fred, can I ask you this question based on what you... How do you maintain relationships, or how do you keep relationships? Do you have a trick?
No.
Is it something about you?
Actually, something I do. Whenever I think of people, I message them or I call them. Whenever, like, I'm sure I've done it with you one time. Charlie, how be?
Yeah.
That's it. If I think about you, I try to at least
Reach out.
And I mean, that comes in.
Yeah, the energies, you know.
Yeah.
Whenever,
it's important.
Whenever. I mean, it doesn't always get seen the same from the other side. The other person might be things that, I haven't heard from you for like how many years now? You're texting me.
Yeah.
But they don't realize that they never reached out. I'm the one that reached out.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't like when people look at relationships that way though.
Yeah.
Because no time or space, right?
Yeah.
If the relationship was real and you reach out 5 years from now, at least you're reaching out. So I think
true.
that's
true.
It's a great character trait to have.
I mean, obviously the ones you forget, the NHS, one cousin NHS,
Yeah.
you know.
And some of them are forgettable. They need to be forgotten.
Yeah.
Like this girl I'm texting, soon I'll forget her.
It's all right.
You know. Yeah, I understand. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and I mean, that's true.
Yeah. So now, maybe we enter. Like, you are a multi-dimensional producer, and I heard this word or this term from you. Yeah, multi-dimensional.
Oh, yeah.
Who is a multi-dimensional producer?
I think I will call them the shapeshifters of music, because if you are able to produce a rock album, a jazz album, a pop album, a reggae album, a what album, and they all don't sound the same, then you do you get what I mean? But if they all kind of sound like, this is Kwame Yeboah, oh, this sounds like Kwame Yeboah. No, when they hear that, oh really, you did that one? Yeah, that's the difference.
That's
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I talk. Because I mean, if we make 3 things with them all will sound the same.
Yeah,
Of course.
And if you make 3 things with them all will sound different.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, you have to think about it as well. Not just that.
But that's across multiple genres, right?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Did you set out to be that?
No, I didn't. Okay. My ultimate goal was that I was going to be the guy that replaces my father. And my father, if you see my father, he's a showman.
Is he still here with us?
Yeah, he's still here with us. Yeah. My father will still play today. Like, you get him and he'll do a show right now, and him and his guys will come and play. Yeah. But for some reason, some other junction opened, and I heard some other music, and that messed up their whole thing. I would have been KK's number 3. My father's been KK's number 2.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be, if I was set out to be KK's number 3, because everyone around from when I was 3 years old till whatever was like, because everything I did, kind of was to that direction.
Dope.
Your dad is a drummer?
No, he's a singer. He's a lead singer, guitar player, bass player. He can play different instruments, but he had his own band called KK's number 2 band. This is guitar.
So you were
band
thinking
music.
KK number 3?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I understand now.
Yeah.
So I thought KK was his maybe initials. And
No.
Yeah.
His name is AK Yeboah. Check him out.
Yeah,
and he has some big hits from like
1950
something. I mean, our time, even from when I was little, his music wasn't as relevant in Ghana. But then he's done tours in Germany and stuff, by the way.
Okay.
Where, there's he did a tour with Sun Trophy and and they played in Germany and other places and all that.
Dope.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like the trajectory of the conversation already. Obviously, because Mutombo has a lot more background information. But speaking of being a multi-dimensional producer and being able to hop through multiple genres, coming from where you come from and where you find yourself, I trying to understand the context or the history of how your career path has been carved the way that it is. It's not a noisy one. It's not one that is, like all the, fireworks and stuff on the surface level. But it seems very dense and compacted and very extensive. So how did you find yourself on this path?
I think after hearing some other genres that I didn't think existed, I started just searching for different things. And I was privileged, or the whole thing changed for me after I heard some other genres of music. Like the first time I heard some jazz music from George Benson, because at that time I was a guitar player.
Okay.
In my family, everyone plays an instrument. My brother plays keyboard. I mean, he's not alive. He played keyboards, and another brother played drums, and sister sang, and it was just a musical family. So I ended up playing the guitar because I was the only one that could play guitar at that point, apart from my father. Yeah, and when I heard those George Benson, what's his name, Jonathan Butler, all these other guitar players that had different, Pat Metheny, I was like, what? Music actually extended to a whole different level that I never knew they did. So I had to start searching. And yeah, that led me to search for music, and that's it. And,
It's a bit strange to also listen to, because, say, I'm trying to understand your background. Your dad, obviously, you said, is in the industry already, and he's a performer, lead singer, had his own band. But the kind of music that you normally typically grow up listening to, at least where we're from, and I'm imagining how, I'm trying to understand your background, is you hear generally like, the music that's on the radio, and then the music that your parents are listening to.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily make you think, let me go search for other music. So I guess because you come from a musical family,
yes,
and a professional musical family,
that's true.
is that what is informing?
I think that is the basic thing that the fundamental thing, because obviously in my house there was just music, and my dad will play different genres of music, and my dad's band's men will also come with different genres of music, and then their friends will come with different genres of music. So you get to hear so much different music. But we played high life music. That was all I heard. And I actually grew up in Abekala Pass, so I heard all these high life musicians. These Sina Yedonko, Nanan Pedu, Pabable, Kofi Sami, all these guys. I heard everybody. And because they were my dad's friends, so they came around. And then I had instruments at home. I had every single instrument I wanted to play at home.
Wow.
So I could play any instrument. No, actually I couldn't, to be honest, but I found a way to do it. And yeah, that's it. That was it. And then I did spend time trying to play music, even though those days, it was the days where playing music was forbidden. You should, Kusku, Jaibani, Kusku. That was the thing.
I was actually coming to ask you, that, did your father encourage you to play music, or
No,
he wanted you to go to school to be one of them doctors?
He didn't encourage me to go to do music. No, when my father realized I could play music, he just had to kind of be okay with it until it was a bit beneficial, because when I was about 9 or 10, I could play. So I think probably between 8 and 9, I started going to tour with my father's band every vacation time. So that this period where all the kids are home playing, I'll be on tour. So I've been almost in every village that there's been a concert band that's played there in Ghana.
Wow.
Wow. As a young boy.
Yes. I know the whole of Ghana, probably. Yeah. Like
How were you guys moving around then?
in the bus, in the Chololi bus.
Chololi bus, yeah.
But like, as in the tour experience, like, do you remember, like, what does it feel like?
Yeah, I remember everything. The whole thing, you know, going to a place. I mean, I didn't pack the instruments because I was, you know, quite young. But what happened was, at that time, if my father's bass player dropped out, I'll be the bass player.
Okay.
And if my father's drummer dropped out, I'll be the drummer.
Wow.
So like whenever there was vacation time, I think the musicians probably didn't do anything wrong because whatever you did, yeah. But I think that helped me because, you know, that means I would have to learn everything they were playing. And yeah, that helps. And at one point I would play bass and be the lead singer at the same time. So
as a young guy touring with your father,
yeah.
who wanted you to go to school?
Oh, no, not at that time.
Okay, not at that time.
At that time, it was my mom that wanted me to go to school.
Okay.
So it was like,
That's funny.
before the last day of the school reopening, we'll be hearing messages that my mom is planning to come and kidnap me or to take me away because I'm supposed to be home a week before school reopens. Yeah, that stuff was happening at that time. Yeah.
So, what was the first instrument that you picked up and why?
The cowbell.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why?
I think it was lighter.
Okay.
I think so. I think
Were you a tiny kid?
Bro.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. No, I think I stopped growing up. I don't know, 10, 11 or something. I think holding instruments was probably part of why I didn't grow as much.
Forgive my ignorance. What's the cowbell?
You know the ngungu. Where are you from?
Ghana, pure Ghana guy.
I'm Ghana in the Kuapem.
Yeah, so you know what I mean, ngungu.
That one. Oh, okay. It's called cowbell.
Yeah, cowbell.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cowbell. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. And okay, so is the cowbell still an integral part of your music?
The biggest part of every music. I didn't even know the significance of that even in my life till like if you just think about it. In every song, there's a timekeeper. And you know Ghana music. Do you know what determines Ghana music the most?
Good.
What instrument is that?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
A
frichua.
Yeah,
oh
frichua,
yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the same as the cowbell.
Yeah,
That's what the cowbell did at the time because we didn't bring frichuas to guitar band stands.
Okay.
So that helped me with my whole rhythm and timing, and then I moved from there to playing some congas and then some drums and then guitar and then bass and then keyboards and no, not actually. I think I tell you a lie. When I got to maybe playing some bass, I got moved to my hometown, and then I stayed in my hometown for a couple of years or 5 years or maybe a bit longer. But in that time, I played in the brass band. And then I went through the brass band. I went through every instrument as well.
Crazy.
I went in as a drummer, and I got out as a lead trumpet player. I played all the brass instruments.
So you said you grew up in Accra.
Accra, yes.
But you are from the Western region.
I'm from the Western
Wasa?
region. Yes. We are
Did you ever live there?
We're Ghanaians. We're not from where we're born.
Yes.
Did you ever grow up there?
Yes, I did. I did. That's where I did the whole brass band thing.
Yeah.
That's where.
Okay.
Because my father is Catholic, and well, I say was because he's not in the Catholic Church anymore, but he was big time in the Catholic Church. Each time we went to our hometown, he'd go to church. So the guys were actually my uncles were playing in the brass band. And it was like there was nothing for me to do. You know, in my hometown that time, the power went out. The power came in from 6 and went off at 10.
Yeah.
That was the only time we had lights. And I had lived in Accra all my life, and I had lights, electricity all the time, so it was a bit difficult to. And I had nothing to do, so whenever they rehearsed, I went there, and then I enrolled, and from there I started learning, and it helped me. That time helped me because I could play guitar already, and I then became their musical director. I became the guy that wrote all the music for them and all that until I left. My dad came for me again, back to Accra, and then that was when my keyboard playing era started. So this is like 1990 or 91. 92 is when I started like, okay, yeah, the guy can kind of, in 93, I could play in bands. I don't think I should have been playing in bands at that point, but I was playing in bands in 93.
That's crazy.
I played, yeah.
Just after a year.
I think so. And then, but I was playing in 93. I've got videos of me playing in 93 and playing keyboards. And then 94, I was cool. 95, I was in Megastar Band. 96, I was Kojenshi.
Megastar Band.
Yeah.
Wow.
From 1996 or 97 till whatever it was, I was Kojenshi, and I did all these things. I did a Manziba's thing in 98 or 99.
Oh, wow.
Charlie. Your discography is thick.
It's crazy.
And
but like, yeah. So that, in the 90s, you God, you know the song that goes shimmy, 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 shimmy,
fine.
oh,
Shimmy,
fine.
yeah.
That's me playing keyboards.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, I don't know, must have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, about it.
That's how difficult is it working with other musicians since you understand every single instrument?
Yeah.
Like, does it?
That's a great
comes
question.
in handy.
That's a great question.
You know, but it should be difficult.
It's got double side.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Can you expound?
For me, it's great. For them, it's a nightmare.
It's a threat too.
No, it's not a threat, if it.
Wait, okay.
It's a nightmare. Okay, so let's say because I understand their instrument and my instrument, I can tell them stuff that they can't even think about ever.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, because I know my instrument so well, I can tell them, you can do this, and they'll be like, no, you can't. I'm like, okay, you can. No, you can't. Let me show you. That's not a good thing. I probably won't be happy about it if someone did it to me, but
Yeah,
I can't. Yeah, I worked on it to have it, so I can't really say anything about
that's
that.
wow.
But I can see. I mean, now I see why some people have, had that, reactions to me.
Yeah.
Because I thought, why, what? But then I understand.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on your side. I don't. If you don't know something and somebody's teaching you, shut the fuck up. Like,
You see, I do say this every time, but people don't get me.
It's a way to
Charlie,
grow. A lot of people are close-minded to
please,
grow.
thank you. Each time I say it, because I learn from people. I learn from everybody. That's how come I became like that, because I learned from everyone.
Yeah.
Even the bad things, I learned them, and they also had some other benefits in certain parts. I'm not going to lie about stuff.
Of course.
I learn from everyone. Like when I meet people, I learn. If anything good happens here, I'm definitely taking it with me.
Yeah.
I've seen this for the first time, this road mix. I've never seen one before. But I'm like, wow, okay, I didn't know they made this. And it's a hardest recorder, right?
Yeah.
From how you were like, wow, okay, I'm going to go check it out.
Yeah.
So that's me.
So I'm quite fascinated now about your family background. You mentioned your uncle's playing in Wasa.
Yes.
And so have you traced your family lineage with music? Like, where does it start from?
Oh, it starts from my grandfather.
Okay.
And, I mean, my father's still around, so he tells us about stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
And then my father also told me that all the people from the West right now, they're from the East.
What?
All the Wasa people, they came from Machin.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
Migration.
sure. The migration, exactly. And it makes sense.
Yeah.
So we think we are Wasas, but we actually came from somewhere else. So we have family. If you realize, there's some people in the Ashantis called Yeboah, and there's this called Yeboah, and then that's called Yeboah. How come?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the brilliance of our naming system, right?
Yeah. No, but I think we're all from the same places, but because this part of us migrated from here to there, now we have another Yeboah that's in the Wasa and the Yeboah in Achim.
Yeah.
And
But that's what I mean. Like, that's the brilliance of the connection. The last name tells you everything you need to know about the history of the people.
Yeah.
The Yeboah is connected. Whether you want to.
They're all one family. They're all one people.
Yeah.
But I meant even musically. Like, you said your grandfather started.
Yeah.
He was the music person. Then your dad became.
My dad, my dad.
And then it's spread through. Okay, so you're speaking about. I think when we use the most hearing you speak and seeing the depth of the work that you've done. Mutombo use the word is the perfect word to describe what you do, which is maestro. And most people have associated maestro somehow because of sports commentators to like people like Abedi Pele and whatnot, because it was a nice way to present it. But a maestro literally means someone who's very adept at using multiple musical instruments and at a high level.
Okay.
And I'm just fascinated by the mind of a person like that. Do you think, because I've read certain producers who say they think in color, some people say they think in, how do you approach music? Like in terms of what you're doing and how you're doing it? Is there a particular mindset that you feel is unique to the craft, that you...
Well, in this case, I say there are, because it's not specific to one genre. Every genre is different. You know, if you doing pop music, you have to you have to think about it of who's consuming the music. You can't make the music thinking of, when people are saying they're making pop music, but they're making, it's something from my heart and soul. Yeah, sure. Okay. yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, I understand. But, you know, you want to appeal to a bigger audience, you want to appeal to the masses. You're not going to do it without sugar. Right? So, and it's different for someone doing a jazz album.
Okay.
Because they're not thinking about the audience at all.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So if the jazz guy says, I did it from my soul, and the pop guy said it from my soul, who's telling the truth here? Okay. So every genre has its way and where you're supposed to think about going or leading. And there's a formula, and those formulas change. They change too. So there are. Even the formula that you used to do one thing yesterday will change tomorrow.
What kind of helps you guys determine that? Because in the beginning, I don't know if you remember mentioning that your culture shifting or culture shaping role, because
Shape shifting, yeah.
yeah, shape shifting is the term.
Yeah, you
that
have to, because, you know, like if you doing a reggae album, you have to think about, is it just about the message, about the culture, about the consumer, about you just want to do a track because you want to please yourself, right? So there are different.
And then in sorry, I'm just
That's all right.
being a nerd.
Yeah,
but-
that's fine.
So then what does that, so let's say you come to the studio, you're working with an artist and they say, you know what, I want to do something that's socially relevant.
No, it starts before that.
Oh.
You don't just come to the studio and that's just starts.
How does it work?
Well, you have a phone call first, you talk about what you're going to do and then all that.
So once you put past all that stuff,
then
I like that. But like when you're trying to
yeah,
produce or create the music, when you're in the studio
yeah,
and you're trying to create, and let's say the conversation starts and you guys come up with the setting, the mood, where you're trying to establish the message.
yeah.
How does that then make you decide what instruments and what direction? Like what?
Yeah, because I mean, there are chords that make you happy. There are chords that make you sad. There are chords that makes you horny. There are chords that make you...
Really?
Well, of course. You know that too. Aren't there songs that you hear that makes you horny?
No, it's basically because of what they're talking about. Usually I don't think about it in the instruments.
You think. If the song was playing with other instruments, you see how it sounds like. Go and listen to one song with other instruments.
Yeah, there's a division song though, without the words still make.
You go and tell me, go and listen to any instrument that you ever heard, any song you ever heard. Yeah. There are lots of apps today, the AI apps. Go just listen to the voice alone and tell me how you feel afterwards. All you're hearing is the music. The voice is just the words you're hearing.
Yeah. Okay.
Because even
I didn't realize that.
If in the voice, when it sings, I love you, it's different. I love you, I love you.
Right.
Love you. They're all different, but it's still the same. I love you.
Interesting.
And they're all, you know.
They hit a different emotion and nerve.
straight away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, maestro.
See how he's broken it down for you.
That was one of the best explanations I've received about anything I've asked. That's dope.
Wow. So, me still on your how many times have you produced mega songs? When I say mega songs that even we know now.
Yeah.
By yourself. Because if you play everything, you can basically produce
Most of the songs I've done,
just you.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Some of them have put other people's names there, but
Yeah. Why? Is it because you
well,
Charlie?
also,
if my name goes on 10 times,
no,
it's
also,
not cool.
come on, imagine you see the song and the song's like bass, Kwame Yeboah, drums,
Yeah,
Kwame Yeboah,
exactly,
this,
yeah.
Kwame Yeboah. Isn't that boring?
Yeah.
No, not really to me.
Well, I mean, yeah, because
But
yeah,
I'm a different
you're
type of somebody else might
The thing is, you probably won't buy the song after giving it to you for free. So,
I actually like to patronize the people.
but the thing, I would come here and I'll give you the music for free anyway. So,
Yeah.
But no, that's crazy. Yeah, you can play all these instruments.
Yeah.
Tombo, no, go ahead. You had a question.
No. Finish.
So,
I can't play the brass instruments anymore though, because those instruments, if you stop playing for like a few years, you don't sound as good anymore, and I refuse to sound crap. But I know about every single way to play them, so I'm still a bit of a nightmare for the people that work with that plays those instruments sometimes.
Yeah.
so you look super young.
Not in a bad way.
I know,
Yeah.
but you look super young, and you sound like you've lived 3 lifetimes.
I work on that.
And not even just in aesthetics like looks, but the life you're describing from 93, having videos of yourself playing music, producing music, and the extent or the labyrinth of artists that you've worked with.
Yeah.
Like, you could just tell me that I've produced for Kojo and it's over. For me, like, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm like,
because
okay, that guy's
he's a
good to me, right?
You know.
Then you go ahead and say Aman Ziba, and I'm like, okay, what the hell are we talking about? Then you mention some other artist that Craig David.
Cat.
Like,
know,
how does like the world feel to you? Like, do you think you're real? Do you yourself think you're real?
Big time, man. I think I'm the realest. No,
Not
every time, but most of the time.
I know, but I mean, like, that is it like something that you dreamt up? Is this something that you?
No, I didn't. Like I say, I was just gonna be a high life guitar player, and by the way, I knew it because I was mimicking my dad the whole time. I was learning everything. I was like, yeah, because the musicians were also gassing me every time. They're like, yeah, Kwame, yeah, because they liked me. So they knew, yeah, Charlie, you do it, Kwame, you do it. So I was learning my dad's moves and everything, the way he sang. But the thing is, I never sang as good as him, so I'm like...
But you understand what I'm asking you, right?
Yeah,
like,
I do,
if somebody
Yeah.
took you at the age 9, 8 that we're talking about and showed you some film of some guy doing everything that you've done, would you believe that that's a real...
Yeah, I get you completely. I would actually somehow think, wow, you must be 90-something right now. Yeah, but I think it's when you start early, you're able to acquire a lot of knowledge. And I was privileged. I say privileged not because, when you say privilege, people think you come from some money background. But what I mean is, like, it was gold. Everything I got from that time was gold.
Yeah, wealth manifests in different shapes and forms.
I work with people that were much older. Like when I was 5 years old and I was playing cowbell, I was playing cowbell for Captain Morrow to practice too because we didn't have metronomes here. And they liked the way I hold time. So they're like, hey, Kwame, book cowbell, man. And I was holding time for him to practice. But obviously, while he's practicing and I'm holding time, it's also I'm getting a lot out of it. But I didn't know because I was 5 years old or 6 years old. And then that goes to guitar. And I'm playing guitar at my uncle's funeral or something. And then I end up in my hometown. And in my hometown, I was the only one that played guitar. And then there'll be stuff like, in the middle of the night we're sleeping and someone will come and knock on my mom's window and be like, there's a band playing at my auntie's funeral and their guitar player couldn't make it or something like that. But we heard your son can play guitar.
Wow.
Can you please let's take your son on a motorbike to hold on, this is 1 a.m. to a town that's like 3 hours.
Wow.
In the middle of the night, there's no street light, there's nothing. My mom is going crazy. She says no. Okay, now this person is connected, so they go to the church. The church goes to the king. The king goes to this, so it becomes a bigger thing. So the mama had to really just not even happy about it, but she had to say, yeah, that's fine, go. And then I go with this guy. We arrive at the place, this little tiny guy. They're like, oh, so can you play? Yeah, I can play. And they say, do you know this song, Maya Jankaba? Yeah, I know it. Like, share. I call her and say, okay, Yembo. I start. The whole play, but yay!
Wow.
Yeah. So I have like memories like that, and I have loads of them.
Yeah, memories. So anytime you come to mind, another person that I think of is Kiki Jan.
Yeah, I met him.
Yeah, who I met. Like I was very, very cool with
Yeah.
Kiki Jan.
Yeah.
But I would say Kiki Jan had all the time, quote unquote,
No, Kiki Jan was massive. Kiki Jan was
Yeah.
massive than I am. Like
Yeah.
he was massively rich and everything.
Yeah, that's why I had his time.
No,
you know,
the
had-
guy that was able to put his car in a plane
Yeah.
and bring it to Nigeria
Yeah.
to drive there,
Yeah.
and then
Shout out Kiki Jan in the ball.
Really?
Yeah.
yo,
I've read some stories and stuff, but I didn't know it was that crazy kind of ball.
Yeah. And the thing is, I met him. I met him when I was doing during Megastar
know,
time,
yeah,
and
definitely.
I brought him home, and learned stuff from everybody.
Never knew you played for Megastar.
Yeah, I was the first Megastar
Crazy.
keyboard player, yeah, musical director as well.
So you've basically worked with everyone.
Yeah, I produced Tego Sisters, Ankama,
Wow.
Ankama, say,
Fred.
Yeah, I mean, it's
yeah,
right
that-
now. It's like
that whole album,
this
yeah.
is unbelievable
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah. So
It's crazy.
I lost my train of
And
thought,
yeah.
but it will come.
Yeah, they say, what, Bonnie? That's all me. Yeah.
Wow.
God na Helena, God na Waya. Yeah, nobody be like Helena Rebels.
Yeah, Helena Rebels. Wow.
That's all me.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I don't even remember. I know the name. I don't remember the person, but it's insane.
Did you ever play with Stella Dugan?
I know Soledad Dugan, but I never played with
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
But I know her, but through the Tego Sisters.
Yeah.
But I never really like did a studio thing. We know each other. We had a chat. She's so cool, man.
Yeah.
She's really, really cool.
You've played with everybody, from the Steve Wonders to Craig David to Hugh Masakela.
Yes. No, but I mean, Uncle Hugh's a different story because
Yeah,
he
yeah.
impacted differently. into
Yeah,
my
we are
life.
going to
Yeah.
enter that. And you produce Kojontwi's Superman.
Yeah, from Superman till wherever the last one was. Yeah,
Wow.
from Superman
To
all the way to all these other ones. Yeah.
so Fred is a diehard fan of
Which one is
Kojontwi.
the Aquaba? Is that Tom and Jerry?
No, that's all.
Equiaba,
That whole album.
Equiaba,
Is even before that. The first one I did was the Superman, the one with
You produced Equiaba, though?
Afra Fantu, yeah.
You produce Equiaba?
The whole. I'm playing every instrument. I'm playing every instrument.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's insane.
I started from the first album.
I think that's one of the great, if not the greatest, like album, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If like, so I don't categorize genres based on Western music and local music.
Yeah, you.
If you said I should come up with the best like R&B, quote unquote, like love songs or albums, Equiaba will struggle to leave number one for me.
Oh, good.
That's crazy.
Wow, you produced that album.
Yeah, the Cuba was 2000. Yeah, I remember.
I take chop. No, you choose.
So how?
Wow.
So how was it like working with someone like Kojontwi, who is Fred's, goat for the first time?
Well, the first time it was after we did the show together first, and then the first time was different. The first time because Kojo Akoba took me to Kojontwi's house for the very first time in 1994.
Wow.
That was the very first time we went.
That's old.
Yeah,
Like
right.
94, we were in Martin DeBoris fucking around.
Yeah, but I was still in school though. Don't forget. So
Yeah.
it
But
wasn't
you literally got the best. I want to come back to that education.
Yeah.
Mutombo, go ahead with
Yeah.
your question.
So and because Kojo Akoba was keyboard player,
Yeah.
and Kojo Akoba was Kojontwi's keyboard player at that time. Okay, so we did that 24th whatever with them, and then I didn't see Rakojo again up until maybe 96 or 97. He had a show. I had then been to London and done some other stuff, and then after the show, he's like, "Oh, I've got this one song that I think maybe you want to try." I'm like, "Yeah, why not?" Okay, I came into a studio and he had this massive song. Like, wow, I was so impressed because I hadn't seen a studio like that before. Like, oh my god, this is amazing. Yeah, and you know me, I'm a sponge, so
Yeah.
I did learn everything in the studio and became the guy that knew everything in the studio first.
Yeah.
So he sang this song to me. He goes, "Oh, my love, my love. And then he sings this, and I'm like, okay, cool. It was in the evening, so then he went to sleep. Came back this morning like, I've got a song for you. Hit play, and it was from top to the end. I had played the whole track, every instrument, and he sang the song, and that was called "I Love Your Style."
Wow.
Yeah. And
Is it I love you? No, I love it. So I know that's that song.
Yeah.
How go it go?
I love your
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
That was the very first one that I had. Yeah. And at that time, he had already recorded the whole. What's it called again? The album. The album was called again? Superman album.
Yeah, Superman.
Yeah. And he had recorded that with loads of different people. So basically, I came back to redo every song again. But that song went on, and then that was it from that. After Superman, we did the Afra thing, which had the Nipo Domi, the new version, like Zola style, and then all this. And then from there was all the other ones. I don't know what was next. Maybe Epiaba was next, and then Densu, and then Tattoo, and then then whatever.
Shit.
But
That's insane.
all of them.
Crazy.
Yeah. But some of them were, so majority of them was like my idea of what I thought it should be. And there were songs where he would have his own bass lines, like Pour Some Sugar. He has he had the bass line, his bass line. But everything else has been, but he had his bass line. Like America, he had his bass line. He had that's what he had. Yeah. That's what he brought. And
He plays as well?
he can play. He doesn't play on stage, but he can play in the studio. And before me, he did most of it himself. I think I was the person that came in and made him relax on that section because he was active. He knew some of the stuff. I was like, how does it work? And he'd be like, oh, this is how it works. Cool. And then 3 weeks later, I'm like telling him, no, this is not how it works. This is how it works.
Wow.
Yeah, no, but he had the patience for me as well, so nice. And I learned from there, and then from there I moved on to other places. This is before I moved to the UK. So.
Yeah. You for freeze for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a lot, to process. You guys were earlier talking about education and playfully saying your mom wanted to, grab you and take you back to school, but what I wanted to say in that very moment is I hate this concept of education is in a classroom. Education comes in so many forms, and I don't know who has had a better education than you as I speak to you now. That is Professor Emeritus kind of stuff. You can play all these instruments and put together an entire album, series of albums. It's not even just one. What education again?
Yeah.
That's insane, man.
At what point did you move from Ghana to the West?
Well,
and why did you move?
Well, I had nowhere else to go. There was nothing else for me to do here. Yeah. In the end, I was playing with Kojo Entry, but Kojo Entry only plays one show a year or two shows a year. So in the end, if some band is playing at a Brantier spot, I'll go and jam and play them, and then everybody there will be pissed off. Every keyboard player there is pissed off because...
I said it, you were a threat.
Yeah.
You were a threat.
Or another band is playing over here, so it'd be like, oh, Charlie, the guy's here again. So yeah, I had no choice but to.
Yeah, thank God you found... Mutombo and I talk about this all the time, but thank God you had an outlet and escape, because this environment, unfortunately, can stifle talent.
Yeah.
And for someone like you to have been stifled, that would have been a travesty.
But I never thought I was that good, and I still don't think I'm that good anyway. I'm still trying to get to a place that I haven't arrived yet. I'm still learning, and I'll get there one day. So while people were on that whole thing, like, yo, I need to learn stuff. So and then luckily I met some guys from a school in Denmark. From Denmark, they came to perform at Plus 2. It was called Baseline. Baseline.
Yeah, Baseline.
Baseline. It was called Baseline at that time.
Yeah.
And they came, and they heard me and my band perform, and they were like, "You should go to the school. You should come to school. You'll be amazing. You should come to school." So I kind of listened to what they said, and I went to Denmark and I did some schooling. And that also then moved me to a place. And then from there, I went to, I was still doing Ghana. So around that time is when my international stuff started. So in 1996-97, I left to go and do my school stuff. And just 2 weeks after I left, the president's wife was going to Ivory Coast, and they requested for Kojo Ntwi to go and perform. And Kojo says he's not going to perform without his keyboard player who lives in Denmark.
So they should fly him down.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it's like when they fly me down, going back, they have to get me a UK visa because that time you couldn't transit without that. So it was through the government gig. I got a UK visa and yada yada and all that. So between that, I did a few back and forth. And that time, Kojo was very hot. Nyantaba had come out and everything. So, he had loads of shows in different places, and we traveled to different, America, Germany. We play a lot in the Ghanaian community. Maybe every now and again we'll do outside community, but we did loads of that at that time.
When you went to school in Denmark, did you learn anything new because you were doing it?
Yeah.
Top tier.
To be honest,
So what did you learn?
I learned the discipline that I didn't have at that time. And not just discipline of getting up and doing stuff, but discipline of practicing even. Because that's when I realized, okay, you can have the talent, but doesn't mean you can do it. So you still have to sit down and do 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, that's not right. Okay, come back. And it was difficult. It wasn't easy to learn to read music while you could play already. But yeah, that was a big thing that's helped me a lot. Because without that, you can't be,
To learn how to read music when you can play already.
Yeah.
Can you please expand?
Well, because usually before you start, not from us, we start playing without reading. But in other parts of the world, they learn how to read music even in school. So when you're a child, it becomes part of what you do. So it's really easy. It's like when you're a child and you learn stuff, or when you're very young and you learn stuff, it's quick. But when you're actually a pro and you can play everything, and then now you have to go back and do da 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 da, because I never did it.
Yeah.
I started playing high life songs. I didn't start playing rudiments and all that. Yeah. So,
But me personally, I think those who read, if you start by reading, and if two people, one starts by learning on the streets, the other one starts by reading, there is more feeling in the one who learns on the street.
Yeah, there's a vibe on the streets too.
Yeah.
It brings its own energy.
There is a vibe on the street. So you have played with everyone. You just said
a few people.
Kojo Ntwi had you come to Ghana to travel with him to another
to
country
Ivory Coast and
play.
back and this. Yeah.
You have played on so many stages. Jimmy Fallon.
Yes. Jimmy Fallon. Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon. One of my favorite. Jimmy Fallon was.
The thing I say usually is that I've played in the smallest, tiny stage in whatever village in somewhere far away in Ghana, and I've also played at Central Park and Madison Square Gardens and
You played at Madison Square
Beacon
Gardens.
Theatre.
Dope.
I've done all these Carnegie Hall.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've been there. You've done that.
I love Carnegie Hall.
Yeah. And you played for people like presidents, the Queen.
A few times, yes.
and a few times. A few times. Yeah.
I feel blessed.
Let's talk about your time with Craig, because you are always on the road.
I just left him a few hours ago.
Oh wow. Craig is dope.
Yeah. I don't think it's 24 hours yet. What's today? Yeah. I saw him on Thursday night. 2 days now.
Yeah.
Thursday night. I left him on Thursday night, and then I traveled at 3 a.m. the next morning.
You have been working with him extensively
since 2001.
Since 2001. On Friday, were you there or before?
No, after.
Okay,
yeah. I came in after the second album had been done, yes, and they needed someone. They were looking for someone who could play two instruments as good as each other.
Okay.
They wanted someone who could play keyboards very well and play guitar very well. At that time, I hadn't played guitar for a very long time, actually. And that time, the musical director, Frank Tonto, who's Mark Tonto's son, may his soul rest in peace, Mr. Mark Tonto.
Yeah, Mark Tonto, rest in peace.
Frank Tonto, amazing guy. I learned so much from him as well. Like I say, I'm a sponge, so I learn from everybody.
Yeah.
He phoned me saying, we're looking for someone who could play. Actually, I met them because I was with Miss Dynamite at that time.
Oh, wow.
And we were, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. If you watch Miss Dynamite's video, I'm in the video. Miss Dynamite.
Actually, yes. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Fred, you know Miss Dynamite, right?
Yeah. So yeah, we did the Mobo's 2001 Mobile Awards, and at that time, Craig was the biggest thing. And backstage, the guys were like, "We want you. We need you." I'm like, yada. Okay, let's see how it goes. And they want someone to play guitar and keyboards, same as each other. And I went to see their show. They sent me the music. I went to rehearsal with them. 3 days later, we had our first show in Nottingham, playing both instruments, and that was the first time. And fast forward, where are we now?
2025.
Yeah, still working with him. Still.
There are people who, after one hit, they think they are the shit.
Yeah.
But you have been there, you have done that, but you are still, where is it from? Is it how you are?
Because
how
I haven't been because I haven't been there. I haven't done that yet. In my eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, in my eyes. I'm here to reach a higher consciousness. That's what I'm supposed to do. I mean, I've also made some mistakes in life. I've made some of the mistakes, not musically, but in life, you go through, you do some mistakes, you learn from it, and you try and do the right thing. But I am aiming to reach a higher consciousness every day, and I want to get better every day. I want to be able to, achieve everything I'm meant to achieve before that day comes.
Wow.
Even though I'm grateful, I'm like massively grateful. I'm like, I didn't expect this. I didn't think it was going to be like this, and I know I worked hard for it as well, and I am still working hard for it. Otherwise I wouldn't fly in and we're sitting here.
Yeah.
It's important, and yeah.
What,
also, I think there's one thing that I have to say. If I don't say this, I'm
Please say.
So my mother passed away when I was 18.
May she rest in peace.
Yeah, may she rest in peace. And from that time, I always feel like she's always kind of looking around, looking at what I'm doing.
Checking up on you.
Checking up on me.
I mean, saying.
So yeah,
saying that.
checking up on me. So
Saying.
if we're in a room and people were doing drugs, I'll be like, I'm sure she's looking at me. Okay, let me just find somewhere to go and purge. If I was in a room or something, do you get what I mean? And I'll think, I'm sure.
What do you believe in?
God. God. Us, God. You, me, you, us, God. I also believe in Jesus. I believe in Muhammad. I believe in a lot of different things, because these are all energies that we have that shape what and who God is. You can't take one and you can't take one and add one. It's the positive and negative that makes the thing. You can't take one and add one. I believe in God, and I'm a very spiritual person. I try my best to.
Religious? Are you religious? You said you're a very spiritual person.
Well,
Are you religious?
I've been religious before, but I'm not religious right now.
Why? What?
Because I have been through the situation of, if I stay religious, I will start making excuses for myself in some ways. And that's because of me. It's not because of how things are. And there are a few things that doesn't sit with me, which those questions haven't been answered yet. But don't forget it, I love playing at church still. I still enjoy all these, but there are parts of religion that
You
still
question
doesn't sit.
yourself.
I question myself. So
Okay.
yeah, that's the thing. I think I've said a lot here that I've ever said in my whole life.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all have questions.
Yeah.
Those who pretend they don't have questions, I don't know how to.
No, some don't have questions, and I know some don't have questions.
Really?
Yeah.
They're completely okay
They're
with everything.
Okay with everything. Yeah.
God bless them.
Be slaves to your masters. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, no, be good slaves to your masters. Be good slaves. That's what it says. That part doesn't sit.
Yeah.
There are a few things.
You were talking about practicing and keeping like in tune with yourself.
Keeping your chops up.
Yeah. Like
That's what
staying
we call
sharp,
it.
staying on the edge.
You gotta stay.
And one of my favorite artists I was just listening to was talking about how they try to stay true to the music. Like, as in describing music almost like it's a person, like it's a thing, like it's a living, breathing thing.
Yes, it is.
And I'm just trying to figure out how you stay in love with music, because you have a long history with music. How do you stay in love? How do you stay engaged? How do you feel like I got to go back and fine tune and be better?
The first thing I do is I don't listen to the music I make. You don't get high on your own shit, do you? Sorry.
Yeah. We say the thing here. Even to me, you can see it like free. Like,
Do you get what I
it's
mean?
all good.
So if I make a piece of music and I keep playing, this is the best thing that ever happened. I'm not going to get anything better, am I? But yeah, I have to aspire to get better things then.
So you don't listen after you've done the work and put it out?
After the work is done and everything is gone and done, I'm done with it. And my kids know that we don't play this kind of music in our house. Yeah, I mean, my kids, they play Afrobeat stuff that sometimes I don't like, but I listen to it and I steal it too. I just don't use it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Tell us about your relationship with Hugh Masekela.
Yes, Uncle Hugh, yes, may his soul rest in peace. He shaped my ideas about being an African musician, being a man, being a musician. And he gave me something that made me know that doesn't matter how you are, you should stay humble as well. So Uncle Hugh will come to my house or wherever I am if he's in that city. Okay, you need to understand who Uncle Hugh Masekela was. Like I will say, like, do you understand?
Yeah.
He will sit in a car for 2.5 hours and go from, you remember when they were doing the N1 road? And go from his hotel or whatever it is all the way to my place in Kwashiman and sit another 2.5 hours all the way back. Okay. In London, I lived in Chadwell Heath, which is pretty, at that time, which is pretty out of town. He will sit in the car or get on the train and do a 2.5 hour, 3 hour to my place.
Yeah.
And it's not like we have an appointment or we have a studio session or anything. He will come.
That's crazy.
He plays some music and you say, what are you doing? Let me hear some music. Go, oh, what's that orchestra? Oh, okay. We'll just hang, talk, and he will advise and stuff. And afterwards, he'll have his trumpet, he'll play a little bit, he'll play a little bit or something, and then, okay, see you soon.
Wow. How do
He
you guys
also-
meet? Like how?
Well, we met through Mr. Francis Fuster, who was the percussion player. Francis Fuster and Ochema Santi.
No.
They played on Graceland with Paul Simon and Hugh Masekela and everything. But they've known Hugh Masekela for a long time because Hugh Masekela was in Ghana in 1976 or something like that with Hejole.
Yeah.
And excuse me. Yeah. So Francis Fuster in 1995, we were with Megastar at the time, and Hugh Masekela was in town, and he had a jam session, and me and my band, we went in. But Francis knew us anyway before we got there, and Uncle Hugh got to hear everyone play their music, and he heard us play his music as well, and we ended up playing with him.
Yeah. So back to your. He also
He also was the first person that made me feel like I was an artist, not just a sideman or someone that plays behind people. I had played, at that time, played behind people and nobody acknowledged me the same way. Uncle Hugh booked me in 2005 and said, Kwame, I'm booking you. He was in Ghana, came to see me. Usual. We'll talk. Not that he'll say, come and see me. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's not like he'll say, come to my hotel. He will come to me. Okay, so we're talking, he goes, on this day, I have this show about London Barbican. Listen, London Barbican is not some average place. This is where I went to see Chick Corea, my idol, and the top guys play there. And he says, yeah, so on this day, we have the gig, we'll do a rehearsal, this day, that day. Cool, I'm like happy. I go, I learn all the songs. I didn't even ask him which songs are we performing, because I performed it before, so I learned all the songs. I get to the rehearse, and I say, yeah, so we're ready? He said, yeah. So you're playing 2 songs, you're playing, what? I'm playing 2 songs, I'm playing 3 songs. What do you mean? I'm like, yeah, I'm playing 3 songs. Yeah, wow. You are Kwame Yeboah, an artist. You're being featured on here, you're playing 3 songs. You're playing Bring Back Nelson Mandela, you're playing Repete, and you're playing another song again. And those were the songs I was playing. And that's it. And at the London Barbican, there was a dressing room with my name, Kwame Yeboah, on it.
Wow.
Don't forget, I have been playing with Kojo Chief for how many years? I've been playing whoever, yada, yada, at that time. I never saw that. And from that day, he made me see that. And he did that. He didn't just talk about it.
He put you on.
He put me on and made me see myself as an artist, not some keyboard player or whatever it is.
Instrumentalist alone.
There we go.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How did his death then affect you?
Big time. I knew he was sick for a while. It affected me hard because I wrote a track. We were meant to record the track, and he got sick. At the time, I sent the track to him. I mean, he's heard a lot of tracks from me, and he's like, yeah, send it to Poletwala, and we will do this and that. And then he got sick for a while. And yeah, his death really, really affected me a lot. I don't grieve very well, so I think it's still kind of there. It hasn't really, disappeared. I still tap into that sometimes, and I mean, if you look on my playlist, yeah, you see I listen to Uncle Hugh a lot. Yeah. Even if you look on my YouTube, yeah, I check I still check the stuff he did from, in the 80s and 70s and the 50s and 60s and whatever it is. Yeah.
You don't grieve very well.
Yeah.
Is there any formula or routine for us to grieve, you think? Because you said earlier, your mom, when we were talking about your mom, you always check yourself because you think your mom is around.
Yeah.
Fred, that kind of is grief to me in a way, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you because you are trying to fight a loss, you have it in your mind that she's still around.
Probably, yeah. Because, I think I also kind of have my grieving moments in maybe every part of the day or every part of the week or every part of the month or something, because certain music or certain sounds will trigger me to that, and I'll have to find that moment to still pour my heart out in that way and then come back to, where I am again.
When was the last time a song made you cower, like cry, like in your feels?
2 days ago. That happens a lot. That happens a lot. Yeah. Even the progression can make me.
Wow.
A mood in a song can make me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you feel that the place that you're from, here, Ghana, you are being utilized, you're being maximized, you're being optimized? A system that has an entertainment industry that we've always been musical, we've always fell back on it one way or the other, traditionally, like secularly, whatever you want to describe it as. And you have such immense reach, talent. Do you feel like you're seen here?
I don't know. I think I'm seen in some ways, but I don't know if it's the right way. I say that I'm seen some way because the people that give me the respect that I love, like in the introduction you gave me, I can't downplay that. That made me feel amazing. Even though in my head I'm like, don't let it go into your head, don't let it go into your head. Yeah. But the other side of it is, I don't think it's any different from anyone who did amazing from where we come from. We don't see people who do great things here, do we?
Yeah, I mean, Lumba just passed and now everybody wants to cry and do all
that's what I'm saying.
Acrobatics.
So, for me, as far as I'm concerned, I think I'm being seen more than some of them because at least the respect I have in the industry, not the industry that people know, but the people in the back end of it, like the respect I get from you, the respect I get from the musicians, all that, I love that. But when it comes to what the bigger picture could be, I think it would be better. But then again,
that's what I mean.
But maybe that would then end up taking loads of my time then.
In terms of impact, you should be.
Yeah.
In terms of, say, okay, somebody who has the experience, who can speak with authority on what it is like to be a child prodigy and travel the entire career span and work with all these people, be a professional, earn a living, bring other people along with you, and still know their shit. Like the music, at the end of the day, is like, is it being passed on? How are we drawing it out of you? Do you feel like it's something that even a role that you want to play?
Well, I've been playing that role for a long time now because I've taught a lot of musicians. Okay. You'd be surprised that most of the top players here, if you meet anyone that's playing amazingly and you ask them, who do you work with? You probably hear my name. There's a 99% chance you hear my name in there. So from the back end of it, yes, but from the front end of it, no, because I feel maybe they should have been calling me to just even help with Ghana Music Awards and other things like that. Help, not even like book me or anything, but so I can help with the sound or tell them about the venue or tell them.
Yeah, because we still have poor sound on all of our media platform. And TV is bad sound. Radio is bad sound.
I mean, like, I don't get a phone call to help with that, so. Yeah.
Anyway, Charlie,
but then again, that could also be a bad thing for me because if they call me, I'll go and help. But then the stuff that will happen over there is a different story. So I should be happy. I'm not being called as well. If you think about it. Yeah.
But don't you think that it's quote unquote, lack of words, fright in a way because you are on the world stage, and
yes, it can be. I mean,
you know,
I think as I get older, I actually have acknowledged how it can come across. You know, let's say you're here and you happen to be the guy that knows everything about everything, and then they call this other guy that comes and be like, no, oh, the stuff you do is not good, it's not right, and then changes the whole thing and makes it right. You know, it's the same thing where the other guy on the instruments is going to feel like, I see that and I'm not.
Okay, but why do we accept mediocrity? It seems to be that generally we all know that there's a lot of mediocrity. Yeah. And then we are like, oh, maybe I understand. I don't care how you feel. You don't know the shit. Let the person who knows do it. It's like, why are we so easily accepting of mediocrity?
This is my way of seeing things, to be honest. But like I say, I am now trying to see it the other way because
we shouldn't. You should write. I'm sure you have a book somewhere.
I have a few things, but
your life is worth documenting.
Practicing is taking all the time.
You have such a long story. Sorry, I'm in awe because I'm always seeking excellence in our people. And when I come across it, I can't help myself. Like, people don't want to give flowers, they're afraid, or whatever the case may be. I think that's the old way of thinking. And Mutombo will say, I get on my soapbox a lot because this is the only reason why I do this with him. I love talking to people, but when I come across someone like you, I can't help it. Like, we stop bullshit and pretending that things are okay. Like, when you use that phrase, someone who seems to know everything about everything and I come in. No, he doesn't know. They're all winging it. They're winging it. They're okay with mediocrity. The guy is there. Like, why are you going to wait for him to be old, tired, before you say, Kwame Yeboah was... Yeah. He's literally right here. Anyway, shout outs to you, man. Your flowers, you deserve it. I haven't met many people that have shocked me. Thank you. You shock me. Like, I can't believe that the guy has done this much and they are not talking about him. There's no documentary, there's no film, there's no nothing.
I was even coming to documenting because you just mentioned it.
Yeah.
And so can I... My question to you is, are you documenting your father?
Yeah, I mean,
Are you documenting your life?
I've done some stuff with the help of a few good friends and the team that also is around me, Beloved and some of the other guys, we've put a few things together. We've done stuff. There's been some interviews with my dad, myself,
Nice.
hometown, all that stuff. But like I say, until there's some other entity that's really interested, that's going to put some push there, that's not my focus. Do I really have to document my life that much?
Yeah.
Who's that for? Is that for me?
Yeah. I mean, it's someone
Wait,
like.
but wait, I
Fred is
mean,
saying-
but that documentary is not for me. For me, it's for me to watch or for me to just tell people.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's where I'll disagree with you on that point.
I would love to hear this. Yeah.
Your life is no longer your own.
Okay. My life has never been my own.
Yeah, but
It's never been
the
mine.
purpose of what you have achieved now is to be a beacon to the next generation who don't believe, who don't think they can.
I can give you something. From when I was 15 years old till now, I have taught. I have taught. You find 50-year-old, you find people that are older than me that will say they learn from me.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that you haven't done enough.
No, I'm saying it.
Yeah.
But the reason why I talk about that is for me to take out time and say I'm going to document my life just so I can pass it to other people. I feel like that's not as beneficial to me. I have lived my life.
Yeah, you have lived it. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
And I've been living my life doing things for other people. It hasn't been like I'm doing this for myself each time. Most of the time it's been like that. So without having that thing that says, actually, this is an important thing because I went to Kikijan. I went to bring him to my house. I was the one that gave him some, teach me, do this, teach me, do this. Then I'm going to come back and be like, let me show people that I'm this.
You know,
that part would be difficult for me. I would like to get into why I should do that.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to tell you the why. In my humble opinion, I think that sometimes dreams are far-fetched for people who are not lucky to maybe, and I use luck loosely. I mean, you were born into a family, that's your legacy. You have the musical background.
The legacy is not done yet, my son.
Yeah, he's coming.
No,
But
you haven't seen my son.
He hasn't.
He's amazing.
I can believe
No,
it.
I'm telling you, my son is amazing.
I believe
my
it.
son plays cello and violin. I never played those instruments.
Yes.
He's a
And-
big pop star. He can play all this stuff like.
I believe it. And I'm saying that to those of us who are blessed with certain things, it comes easy. So you don't take it for granted, but you can, it's not a big deal. But for someone to be able to steady you is important. And without documentation, which is our biggest problem on this side of the world, we don't document our geniuses enough. So it's easy for somebody to waltz in. You'd be surprised. 60 years from now, and say, you guys don't know jack shit about music. If something happened and we are no longer here, it will be easy to convince posterity that Kwame Yeboah did not exist. That's how they were able to come in and tell us we were nothing.
No, they can say I was British.
Or all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So documentation. I mean, I hope that somebody takes up that mantle and documents your
They'll be
life.
like, no, I
because-
was never Ghanaian. I was.
I mean, even the story
I was
of
an Englishman.
You know what, Utumbo? I write a movie for my head inside. The time he talk say somebody wake him or me up 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
Say
yeah, crazy.
there's a band member. God, that is an insane story.
But that's just one of them.
Yeah.
I
So
can
yeah.
imagine.
Anyway.
No, the
Khalid-
thing is that there's one that I've said a few times. Like, I think I'm one of the few people that knows about some of the older generation, the gap between the 70s or the 60s, 70s lot and after the 80s lot. And I know a lot about the high life music industry and how the musicians lived and what they did. And I think if I never get to tell the full story, I don't think anyone's going to get to hear it again. So there's
Yeah,
just no
that
one
is
else
why
to hear.
your, not just about you, but your experiences, everything around it has to be documented. Whether it's a book, whether it's a film, however you document is not the point I'm making. I'm saying that you have such a wealth of knowledge that needs to be put
Together.
so that people can take it and say, we're consuming all of this information. When our elders pass on, like Hugh Masakela that you just talked about, I'm sure you've had so many conversations
Big time.
with him
Big time.
that if you don't transfer to us, we'll
Yep.
be gone forever.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by documentation.
Yeah, no, that part,
Yeah, not like celebrity TV, like come online and show us what you're eating and all those things. No, I mean like yeah.
So if we are to go into your discography and where you have been, we are not going to finish now.
Yes,
that's true.
You guys, you can find out.
Go look him up.
You've already heard a whole lot. I want to know what you are working on now.
Right now, I'm working on two major things in my life. One of them being my own kind of different genres of stuff I'm doing. And the thing that is at the forefront for me right now is this gentleman called s07, who's a great singer, artist. He plays instruments as well. He's like a son to me, not biological, but musical son. Yeah. And
you have to declare that.
Yes, well, I have to because that's like the forefront thing that is in the thing that's on my plate right now. I don't know how to describe it because I love the project so much. I haven't actually come across someone with that much talent vocally that I also know I can add to get something amazing out of. And we released a few tracks, and I would like people to get to know this and to hear this because I think it's a great project and it's going to be amazing. And if he gets the right push, which he needs because he's Ghanaian and he wants to be Ghanaian, he's not trying to be any other person than a Ghanaian. So we need the Ghanaian audience to support it the right way because he has that sound. He has that sound that when you hear the voice, you're like, is that from Ghana?
Yeah.
He can make Singing the Tree song sound like, it's like the first time you hear Kojo Tree singing, you're like, what? What's that?
Yeah.
It's a guy speaking tree. You're like, wow.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So, like,
crazy range.
That's what I'm saying. And not just that, but musically as well, the level of musician that he brings, and also the level of understanding that he wants to acquire, and even from me and how he listens and how he's delivering. I know even when he leaves my camp and he goes to do bigger things, it'll be amazing. I'm looking forward to to seeing him in 10 years, in 15 years, in 20 years. And I'm really hoping that you guys can also all help and make it go where it's supposed to go, because what we're doing is great and we have some love, we have people helping, but we need a much bigger audience to follow this, because we have a lot of music that's being consumed by people that is not meant to be consumed by people. So
true.
Talk about it.
Yeah. So you have worked with young acts.
Yes, I
even
have.
Currently.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
So why?
There's lots of things. You know the song "I'm Afraid to Lose You."
No, I don't know that
song.
No.
Okay, you guys don't listen to Kabla Kabla.
Oh no, I do. Right. Not
me. I don't listen. Sorry.
Oh, man,
I haven't listened to it.
And I work with Asirini. I work with.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I've done. The thing is, I don't have a tag, so. When you hear something, I don't have one of them.
Kwame Yeboah.
Yeah, I don't have one of them.
Yeah.
KY. Yeah. Well, that would make people say KY.
No, I use it myself. I'm like, I come already looped.
It's necessary sometimes.
No, you know how I say it? I come already looped. I'm ready.
Yeah. There you go. That's a nice line. I like that one.
So, Chai, I get like one more question.
Yeah.
So if you are to, and Fred, you guys spoke about it earlier. If you had to pick a color for sound, what will it be? Not music, sound.
Sound. Sunrise. I don't know what color that is, but that's what that's the thing I see.
Sunrise.
The moon, the sun rising.
That's a color on this.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's me. My eyes are the things that don't work in my whole life. My sense of smell, taste, ears. My ears are great. My sense of smell, my sense of taste is good, but my eyes.
Yeah.
So, I think I have one question and then we can wrap up. You mentioned a young prodigy you're working with, s07, and you've spoken very highly of him.
Yes.
I love the energy you're putting behind him. and I was going to ask you something that you already said. People are listening to things that they're not supposed to be because of the environment.
Yeah.
But for you, and a young person like that coming up under you, how do you manage the weight of pressure, right? Because sometimes people, so much is expected of them because of where they're coming from, that they can overfeel the weight.
Yeah.
How do you like manage that with him to try and make sure that he has the right approach and he's able to live up to the lofty expectations you place
that
on him?
part, because of my discipline to and for myself, everyone that's around me kind of has to follow that. And I'm quite strict with myself, so it's the same. Everyone that, all the people that actually work with me know that, and they have no other room to run from anywhere. And I keep a very close discipline camp.
Yeah, it's necessary. Some people can't deal with it, but once you find the people who understand why,
exactly,
then
if you hear, I mean, if it's not like some guy saying that Kwame went to chase my girl or something, which I don't do anyway, but I'm just saying there will be some bad things I will do at some point. If anybody comes and says Kwame's a bad person, he was so hard on me at work, you know what that means? He was lazy or he wasn't disciplined. Yeah.
Understood. That's dope.
Or they can also say Kwame chased my girlfriend, but maybe they were not disciplined, but they're using that.
Yeah. You have to be disciplined while keeping your girl now.
So, wow. I'm happy that you brought a Sisiama here with us. And,
yes.
I mean, we are going to talk to him after. So, guys,
perfect.
This episode is going to come in 2 segments. The main one, and there will be a backup that will have Isiama, because I'm excited to know who he is, to get into his head too, and I'm sure Fred too. So currently, who aside Isiama, who are you checking out? What are some of the songs that you are listening, especially from here?
From here,
yeah. Like, are you, on any?
Currently, I'm not listening to radio. I don't listen to radio as much, so I only get to hear the stuff that's been coming out from when I go to Zen Garden. But I hear it from the band and the DJ. Excuse me. I've heard lots of them. The thing is, it's so I can't tell when it's all. I can't tell the Ghanaian ones. Sometimes you can't tell which ones are Ghanaian because of how the lines are blurred musically. But I am hearing, everybody's talking about the Kofi Kinata thing. I heard one track that they played at Joy for me to hear. That's really good. I love that approach. Amaray is doing some great stuff. I heard a track that she did with Mike Mills producing. Sounded dope.
Shout out to Mike Mills.
Yeah, Mike Mills, my guy, man. He's been my guy for a long time. Yeah, he's been my G.
Actually, Mike mentions your name all the time.
He's my guy, like I say. He's from my camp. So when I say he's my guy, and he's done amazing. All the stuff he did, Manifest, Manifest my guy as well, and all that, Walasi and all them stuff. Yeah. So I hear those ones, and I love that because when I hear all the great things I hear, but the other ones, the popular ones, that's the issue I have because the popular ones are not being. They haven't got any signature on them. It's like everyone wants to make the money, so it's like, let's just, let's make another version of, let's try burgers. It's gonna sell. So that's just how it sounds like. So it doesn't allow me to dig deeper. They aren't that much. Like when Sina Soul did all that stuff, it was refreshing. So whenever those ones comes out, I do hear them. But apart from that, and maybe some other singers I've heard, like I heard this Patch Bay lead singer called Kwaku Future. Yeah, he sounds good as well. Whenever I hear them out 2, 3 at Zen Garden, they sound good. And there are a few producers that also sounded really nice. And apart from that, I don't really go out that much. So
fair.
That's the only bad thing about it. And that is happening, and then I have my own album. Titled In His Own Time. And then hopefully next year there will be the Ohiabeya album also is going to come. But there's going to be a big one from Esiama, which is going to be
Sure.
Esiama's first EP. It's going to come like the first quarter of the year next year. And so people should look out for that. And then there'll be a few tours and shows as well in Ghana.
Excited, Charlie.
Yeah.
Fred, Charlie. Was it worth the wait?
Of course. I just have this to say. I have plenty questions, but I have no more questions. I think your aura and your work speaks for itself. I just want to say thank you, obviously, for gracing the set. If More Let's Divide has always, I think Mutombo and I's concept of it was to, put the spotlight on the people from our culture and our environment that need to pass it forward or pay it forward. And for me, I feel like you're one of the dopest people we have met on this set in terms of accomplishment. I'm big on that. I think the two things that run through every interview that I've done has been about competence and accomplishment, because we don't highlight those things on this side of the world. And it's an honor to sit with you, to hear you talk about your journey, and I'm sure we've left out 95% of what you've accomplished.
So many. Like,
yeah, man.
Yeah, and to piggyback off Fred, if we are saying thank you, I don't think it should just be for the podcast, but thank you for what you've done for the world.
Yeah. You dedicated yourself to
it's
to
not just
crazy.
a few people, a country. Thank you for what you've done for the world, for the lives that you have touched, not just with your music, but you. Yeah. Because I told Fred that, very, very laid back, humble, calm.
And the thing he sent me about you was a one pager. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't have guessed.
Yeah.
Like,
So, Charlie, shouts to Kwame Yeboah.
Thank you. I think I should do that.
I mean, you are not wearing the headphones. Some people are clapping. It's gone.
Make
Where
it
is it? Like I can push it myself.
Yeah.
Nice.
All repeating.
Yeah, man, that's the way.
We've had Kwame Yeboah on the podcast. What more can we ask for, Charlie? Fred, what's your?
Yeah, I'm still a bit in awe of the accomplishment. Like the life that he has lived is quite amazing to me. I'm
Charlie.
being sincere. I don't play games like that. It's profoundly impressive.
Yeah.
And I think it's a travesty that our nation doesn't celebrate it on a national level.
Yeah.
To be so proud to say this person comes from here, we should do that. I mean, that's what to me means that the country is aware, it knows where its people are, those who are carrying the name forward and helping young people coming behind them to know that you can do anything you set your mind to. I think you should be right there with anybody that we celebrate in this town.
Charlie.
So,
Fred
blessings.
said it all, Charlie. Guys, thank you for checking this episode out. Subscribe, tell a friend to tell their grandmother and their uncles about the podcast. And shouts to Atuno Adegetal and shouts to Kwame Yeboah for coming through the podcast. It's the If More Let's Divide podcast. Fred,
Booyaka.
we are through. So,
Blessings, Charlie.